Welcome to this week's Monday Motivation video. And so today we're going to be talking about change and how to embrace it. And change is something that happens to every one of us. Sometimes it's a change that we want, and sometimes it's a change that we don't want. So how do we deal with change when it comes our way? How do you deal with it? So the first thing you're going to want to do is you don't want to run from change. You need to learn how to embrace it. And even if it's an unwanted change, you need to learn how to deal with it. And sometimes you can turn that change into something good. It's all about perspective, and how you're looking at the change in your life. So if you're fearing change, don't worry, because you're not alone. You're not the only one that feels that way. There's so many people that are worried about their future. They're worried about how things are going to be if they change something. Maybe they're doing the change in their life. They're trying to move forward and do something different. That can be scary. So it's natural to feel afraid and to be skeptical at times. So many positive things can happen when you embrace change and you start looking at the good that comes out of it. Sometimes it's hard to find the good if it's something that has happened to you that you weren't expecting. But you can, if you sit and you look at your situation, you can always find some good in it. And so change in everyone's life is going to be inevitable. We're all going to be going through something at some point in our life. You can transform any kind of change in your life into an opportunity. So if you can learn to deal with change, you're going to be able to adapt to things more easily and be ready for the next change that's going to come along in your life, because it's just part of life. Something is constantly changing, and so if you can learn to deal with that, you're going to be better off. So how do you embrace change and make it an opportunity instead of being scared of it, instead of it being a threat even? How can you make it be an opportunity? And so first of all, it's time for you to take control of your mind. Take control of the way that you deal with things and squash fear and just get it out of the way. You are in control more than you think you are, of your thoughts and how you deal with things. So change is something, like I said, that is inevitable, and fear of it, we want to so bad to just stay in our comfort zone. We want to feel safe. We want to feel comfy. We don't want anything that's going to rock the boat, you might say, and cause us to feel inadequate. So dealing with change, like I said, is inevitable. We're going to deal with it. And sometimes it can be a painful change, especially when it's the death of a loved one. And I know when I lost my sister in 2013, she was only 53 years old. And I was in my 40s, and I wasn't ready for her to go. And it was one of those sudden deaths. It wasn't something that, we were expecting her to pass away. She was basically healthy. She had an embolism, and that's what she died from. And so, she was here one day, gone the next. And that was a difficult change for me to adjust to, not having her. I was close to her, and so it made me realize definitely not to take life for granted, and to make the most out of every single day, and definitely tell the people in your life that you love them. When you lose someone like that, it just changes your whole perspective of life. Her death did affect me in many ways, and a lot of it positive. I miss her, and I wish I could bring her back, but I know where she's at, and someday I'll get to join her one day. And so it was also preparing me for the next death of my life, and that was my dad. My daddy, I lost him in 2020, the year of the COVID. Oh, what a mess that whole year was. But he died in October of that with cancer. And so that was a big change for me. I got to spend time with him. Actually, I just moved in with my mom and stayed there for, gosh, toward the end of August till October. I was there, you know, helping her and being there with him. I just had that need to be there with him. And my work that where I worked, they were very good about it, allowing me to work from my parents' house. And but my job, basically, I had two positions, and my main position was their marketer. I worked at an assisted living, so I was their marketer, and so they no longer needed that position because of COVID. I wasn't able to go into the different not nursing homes. Well, yeah, I did go into nursing homes, into the skilled unit, but into the senior centers and the hospitals and different things like that, because, you know, they weren't allowing people to come in at that time. So I was basically kind of stationed there at the facility. And then I was over the kitchen. I was the dietary manager. I had a supervisor in there and then other workers, but that was really just a secondary position for me. And so things changed very quickly there. I began to see that I was not going to be able to really be there for them, and I didn't feel like that was right. And so I talked to my boss, and she just, you know, she understood. In fact, she knew my mom and dad, and she was like, you really need to be there with them. And so I ended up leaving. You know, I might as well say I got laid off. That was what they decided to do. And so I was able to draw unemployment, which that helped for a while, but it also pushed me. It pushed me. So a change that was painful, losing my dad, and not, you know, working at the job. I was there for like 10 years, and everything changed so quickly, and it was kind of overwhelming for me. But it pushed me into creating my own business, to start doing what I wanted to do. My Susie's Secret Recipe business. I had been doing it on the side a little bit, but not full time. And so that consists of many different things. My YouTube channel, for one. I have my own canning line of 31 products that I sell and promote. And then I make fried pies and sell. And then I do goat soap, and I do body scrubs, and I do baked goods, and I mean, catering, on and on and on and on. And so I'm really, really busy most of the time. But when I have stepped out and done this, because I was in my little comfort zone, I had a job, and I had to, you know, I knew I was going to get paid. You know, it's so different when you're pushed out there and you have to just jump in and, you know, sink it. What is it? Make it or break it. And so it was a scary change, but that change was an opportunity. And so it's all in how you look at your situation. You can always take it in a bad way or make something good come from it. And so that's what I've chose to do. And I know, you know, there's going to be more changes along the way in my life. And I hope that, you know, through those changes, that it teaches me new things, you know, and another opportunity of whatever it may be, whatever God has in store for me. And so he has the same thing in store for you. So it could be a positive change or a negative change, but you still can make something good from both. You just need to take that step, and don't let fear take over your life. You know, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. He didn't create fear. So where did fear come from? If it didn't come from him, you need to think about that. You know, so fear, we just need to squash it and get it out of the way, because it's nothing good going to come from it. So knowing that fear did not come from God, that's the first place you need to be, is, you know, allow God to help you through these changes. Whatever the change may be, involve him in that change, and you'll see something great. You know, he can take something that you think nothing can fix and you think that you can't get out of, he can turn it into something wonderful. And so first, definitely involve God, and then surround yourself with people that are positive, that want to see you succeed, and that you can talk to whatever you're going through, and just embrace that change and see what good can come from it. And so guys, if I can be of any help, then please reach out to me. I would love to visit with you. Otherwise, guys, I will see you on Wednesday for an episode of Susie's Secret Recipes at 8:08 p.m. Central Time. May God bless you, and happy trails.